What up, everybody? It's 5 o'clock, and this is my YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram live. Shout out to everybody who tuning in and going to tune in later. Shout out to all the cast offs worldwide. You don't know what a cast off is. A cast off is being who you are, even when it's unpopular, when your thoughts and what you stand for is different in the crowd, you a cast off. I always lead with that because that's the number one question everybody asks because they see a lot of people using the hashtag cast off and cast off this, cast off in my bio. I got cast off clothing. And what is a cast off? A cast off is being who you are, even when it's unpopular. When your thoughts and what you stand for is different in the crowd, you are a cast off. And so that's what a cast off is. I say it every single day. And that's what people still ask me, what is a cast off every single day. And I always start off telling anybody who tuning in or listening or anybody, especially younger males in neighborhoods like neighborhoods I'm from, always lead with respect. Always lead with respect. You respect everybody and everything. You treat a homeless man with the same respect you would treat a president of the United States or a multi-trillionaire or a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Just treat everybody the way you want to be treated. And if we did that, we'd be at ease in life a little bit better. And life would be better for everybody if we just do on others as we won't done to us. You know, today I was gonna talk about Kwame Brown. If y'all know who Kwame Brown is, Kwame Brown was a NBA basketball player. I think he got drafted in the year 2000, 2001. He was the first player out of high school to get picked. And, and everybody considered him a bust. He didn't live up to the expectations that a lot of people thought he should based on his ability. And he was picked number one. But Kwame Brown, he's revolutionized YouTube to me. And he held a lot of people on ESPN accountable how they disrespect players. And Stephen A. Smith, I always say you lead with respect. Stephen A. Smith is very disrespectful. He used to call just like disrespect, just calling people out their name. And I think what right now what Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp doing, and I love their show, but how they doing Russell Westbrook, they just keep showing all the mistakes he make over and over, pointing them out, bashing them, and bashing them. They don't understand when you do that to a person, that affects you in real life. People will come up to you, how they call them Westbrick on the show. So people in real life might come up to him, Westbrick, or you want to coach a kids camp or give back to your community. But these people that destroyed your name so much and disrespect you on TV so much that another team might not want you, and people laughing at you in the streets, you can't get a coaching job, or because the media them didn't ran your name through the mud. And that's what Kwame Brown always talk about how they do on that show. And period. And Kwame Brown get on their ass. If y'all ever look up, just go on YouTube and just type in Kwame Brown. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah. Now, so that's what I was talking about Kwame Brown today. And I got a lot of inboxes from y'all today about my video about my homeboy. I got a homeboy. Well, shit, he got life in prison now. Well, still my homeboy. This nigga real health conscious. Like he always he a lot older than me though. Not a lot older, but he my big homie. So when I was a kid, he went to jail like a lot of my childhood and got out. So when he got out of prison, he was real health conscious. The nigga run like 8 miles a day and shit, running and shit, lift weights and shit out in the yard and shit, and drinking water and all this stuff like that. He wouldn't eat nothing but fruit and vegetables. I'm talking about this dude built like fucking Bruce Lee, right? Real health dude. And now I don't eat any meat, and I try not to. Sometimes I still eat meat on the weekends and shit like that. But I eat a lot better now than I did then. But then I used to eat chicken and drink Hawaiian punches and shit like that. So he always be like, man, why you eat that devil food, that processed food, that unnatural food, right? And he'd be on our ass. Everybody, like, we be on the block, man. Everybody who are eating a honey bun or some chips, he preaching this shit. He been in jail 20 years. That's the devil food, all this bullshit, right? But the nigga sniff cocaine, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm sure these Doritos I'm eating ain't affecting me like that line of coke you just sniff. And he didn't hide the cocaine he sniffed. He sniffed that shit in front of everybody. This nigga do a whole workout, 100 push-up straights, be doing pull-ups and shit. He used to be on in front of the house doing dips, drinking water all motherfucking day and shit. I'm talking about then they go over to my mama house. get a plate full of vegetables and shit, straight vegetables and shit, bananas and all this shit, cutting up tomatoes, eating the tomatoes. Then we go outside, he talking, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, black man, we gotta stay healthy for the river. Boy, did you just sniff some coke, bro? Nigga, you talking all this healthy shit and you just sniff some coke, bro. I'll be like, man, and then he'll come up with some bullshit, how the coke is natural. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Nigga, and I told him, man, look, when you get done, when you stop sniffing coke, I stop drinking this Hawaiian punch. And so that was the story that I had post on. That's what I was talking about on Instagram and shit. Oh, what's good? Hey, everybody type in where y'all from. Everybody type in where y'all from. I'm on damn, I forgot. I started telling that story about my homeboy, the vegan, the vegetarian, run 10 miles, drinking water and shit like that. And this motherfucker sniffing coke and shit. Nigga, you might as well just eat a burger. Jersey in the house, New Jersey. Everybody type in where they from. You think I know who you. I bet y'all know who I'm talking about. London, England. London in the house. Jersey in the house. Belmont Ave. Who is that? Because I can't even see. That shit little as hell, and then y'all can see my eye on red and shit. Yeah, I guarantee y'all know who I'm talking about, though. Steve, what's good with it? Hey, just comment the name, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you this shit like you don't know what I'm talking about, though. They a lot older than me, shit. I'm talking about this motherfucker, man. He get on you about certain bottle that don't drink that bottle of water. Or don't drink that bottle of water. You get this because the plastic been on that shit. And then like, no boy, don't eat them bananas. Don't eat them bananas. Them ain't like, man, like what? Man, they sprayed them. You gotta get these kind of bananas. Then go sniff a whole fucking line of coke. A lot of that shit. I'm like, man, you don't go with that shit. Hey, okay, but let me get off of that shit. So, but that's Belmont Avenue for you. Hey man, Belmont's the most hating place. Well, I don't know about now, but like when I grew up, Belmont was the most hating place in the world. And I was gonna tell the story yesterday, but I had stopped this shit. Uh, hey man, that nigga got life in prison, man. And he ain't care like you putting his business out. That motherfucker be like nigga like shit. That nigga ain't care. He think that shit was sweet. He said it. He said cocaine was natural. He said it come from a plant. He said coke natural, nigga. Shit, nigga. Like nigga, coke natural. Then he get mad at motherfuckers smoking weed and shit. Like y'all smoking weed? That ain't natural. Motherfucker, like come from the earth. No, they putting that THC. I don't know what's in that shit. But like, but like anyway. But man, when I came, man, Belmont was the most hating place in the world. Like for example, like say that you sold weed or something, right? And so a motherfucker come buy some weed from you, it'd be, man, he got bunked, you know what I mean? Or like a girl come up to you and they'd say some personal ass true shit about you. So I'm about to tell the all right. I don't even want to tell the story, man. The shit sound gay as fuck for real. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And then I live in Atlanta now, so there's certain shit you can't say now, man. You know what I'm saying? In Toledo, you ain't even thinking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like, it just wasn't like that. But now you can't say everything. Discussion. Okay, on everything. All right, but like, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all because GP had told me to tell this story. But back in the 90s on Belmont, niggas stayed hating, bro. Like they the niggas on Junction, Big Shug, God bless his soul, Merk, God bless his soul. Damn, dead, Delano, all like every time they roll down Belmont, they be like, Haterville, USA. Well, we riding down Haterville, USA. And then, you know, we out of the corner, we are 50 deep on the corner, and that nigga was right. Them niggas was right, man. Belmont was the haterest place in the world, bro. Niggas be hating. Especially if you had money, nigga. Niggas is really hating. So it was this dude, right, on Belmont, right? He really wasn't even from the south side originally, but like he had people, and so he migrated over there. And you know, like if you ain't originally from over there, you kind of got hated on. But he had a lot of money. He used to bond us out of jail a lot, and so people had love for him a little bit. He was a cool dude, right? And so So it was this girl, like it was this girl. She used to be fucking people for like $30 and shit like that, right? And so I guess we think he like this nigga a ball, this nigga a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't thinking we ain't even thinking that he would, you know what I'm saying, that he would be paying her or whatever, right? And so I ain't gonna tell this story. I ain't gonna tell this story. I ain't gonna I ain't gonna tell this story, man. I ain't gonna tell this story. Fuck it. I'm fuck it. But anyway, so the dude took a so the dude fell asleep with the girl and she took pictures of him naked, right? She took pictures of him naked, right? And so, like I told y'all, Belmont is Haterville, USA, right? And so, you know, we all think we gangster and shit. So she knew not to show us because she'd have showed us like, I ain't gone, but it's this dude on our block. I ain't gonna say his name. He's still out there and shit. But like he always acted like he was always like he is a gossiping ass nigga. Like he always like he a girl. Like he any hood news he telling and he hung with girls and shit. So she knew to show this nigga. So this dude come on the block with this nigga naked picture and shit, right? Like the girl that took him to sleep and shit. She was doing it to a stardom. Like I said, this dude rich. And so she did it to a stardom to put the picture out. She was like, nigga, I need 10,000. I'm putting this picture out. I'm thinking like, nigga, you can take 1,000,000 pictures of me. Man, I'm not paying you to get, I don't give a fuck. But when the dude had the pitch, like, nigga, you would want to buy that bitch if you him, right? So I never seen this shit. I thought that was gay. Everybody on the block, everybody looking at this shit like this, like 20 niggas looking, laughing at this shit, right? So the nigga with the picture do all the gospel and shit. He like, man, y'all gotta see this nigga, man. This nigga dick is so little. It's like, man, look. He said, this nigga, hey, he said, nigga, this ain't even looking at it. Like, he said, like, this is what he said. I was like, man, you is gay, bro. Why aren't you looking? He said, no, you can't even see it because the hair covered it up. Like, and so I ain't gay. I ain't looking at it because you can't even see it. I said, man, y'all niggas is like, anyway. And so that was the story about him, right? And so Jeff T ended up getting into it with him. Jeff T, damn, Jeff T, God bless the dead. Jeff T, that's my role model. Like that was the first T. That's my role model. That's my big homie Jeff T. Jeff T smoked crack though, right? And so one day the dude and Jeff T get into it, right? And so I ain't thinking nobody gonna bring it up around this dude because it's gay. Like who the fuck gonna mention this shit, right? So him and Jeff T arguing. Jeff T like, nigga, you shouldn't be on Hazard. That's what they called Hazard County. They called Belmont Hazard County in the '80s. And about time it got to our era, it wasn't no more. It wasn't called Hazard County no more. And so, hey, look. And so Jeff T argued with him like, I don't know why your ass around here anyway, nigga. You ain't fucking dirty. Nigga, y'all let anybody on Belmont now. Little dick bitch. Like, man, everybody look. I was like, man, did you hear what this man just said to this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, after that, man, they like, he shooting dice with a motherfucker now, bro. And this dude, he ain't tough or nothing, but like, he talk shit when he shooting dice and shit. He talking shit, he beating everybody. And so he getting an argument and shit. He called the nigga broke, cause this nigga rich. You can't argue back. He like, man, dude, like, man, shut your little dick ass up, bitch. Like, man, I'm talking about, man, I never heard nobody talk to me. And like, I said, man, y'all niggas, I still ain't seen the pit. I still think this shit is gay, right? And so this is what I'm gonna tell you how I built my hater, right? So I realized this nigga had the money and shit, right? So the girls liked him. So we all on the block as usual. Dumb as fuck. We 20 deep on the block. Everybody got drugs, like just stupid shit, right? So the girls pull up, he flag them down like, yeah. And so one of the dudes in the back wanted to holler at the girl. Hey, so he go up to the car, the dude in the back like, hey, he got a little dick. I got the picture if you want to see it. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. I said, man. And so somebody from Junction heard her like, man, Haterville, USA, man. Ain't no hate like on Bill, my boy. And so, man, that's the block I grew up on, man. Like, man, Haterville, USA. Charlotte, NC in the house. Oh, man, I can't wait to go back to Charlotte. I've been to Charlotte, but I was only there for like a day. But yeah, that's the story I was gonna tell yesterday. I didn't want to tell that story, man. Man, boy. But shout out to Kwame Brown, man, for holding everybody who being disrespectful on ESPN and all that shit accountable, man. Whenever y'all get a chance, that's my favorite YouTuber for real is Kwame Brown. I watch him a lot. So when y'all get off of here, make sure y'all go on YouTube and watch Kwame Brown. Somebody asked me, was I a comedian? No, I ain't no comedian. I was always a class clown. I ain't no comedian though. You know what I'm saying? But shit, nigga, I had to be good at jokes growing up, boy, man. If y'all knew who my father was, nigga, shit. Nigga, I had to be good at jokes, boy. Man, my father, man. if y'all from the south side of Toledo, y'all know who my father is, man. My father is Fonz. And so, like, this nigga lived like Fred Sanford. Like, in front of his house, man, the man just collect junk and shit, right? So this nigga have like, I don't know where he find this shit at. Man, this man got boats. And when I say boats, y'all probably thinking of some good boats, some shit like that. I'm talking about old ass boats with no bottom in it and shit, just sitting there. Like, he got a boat, but the boat don't have a bottom. So if you put that bitch in, like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna sink. Man, the man got man got like 10 cars. They ain't got tires, like windows. I mean, they just everywhere. And so, man, then my father, man, that nigga used to wear mismatched shoes and shit. And if you call his name, like, hey, what up, Fonz? Fonz be like, call my name. So Fonz is real animated and shit like that. So at Pickett, man, they used to warm me up. Boy, they used to talk about my dad like a dog, boy. And so, you know, if you went to Pickett and Libby, man, niggas don't give a fuck how tough you is. Niggas ain't care how serious you was. They don't care how thin skins you was, man. They gonna talk about your mama, your granny, your dad. They gonna talk about you like a dog. And so, nigga, you had to come back. Like, you had to be a funny motherfucker to keep people off your ass. So I never was a comedian. I just knew how to keep people off my ass because, man, my dad, boy, was a total embarrassment. And they used to light my dad up, man. This one girl told me, man, she said, "Find your daddy? Boy, why your dad comb his afro this way?" She was serious. She was just like, "Why your dad comb his afro this way?" I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, boy. I never forget that shit. Like, why your dad? And she wasn't even trying to be funny though. Like, she was just so shocked that Fonz was my dad though. And so she was like, "Fonz your dad?" And she was still like, "Why he comb his afro then?" Because he had an afro, and that motherfucker used to be going like she used to be going towards the front and shit. Like, then like, and so man, I had it, man. And so no, man, I don't be trying to be funny, and I could be. But man, if y'all knew who my dad was, man, y'all know, nigga, you had hey, man, my father, man, this motherfucker, man, my father, no lie, bro. My father is a mechanic. Like, this nigga fix cars. This nigga do plumbing. This nigga electrician. This nigga fix roofs. Man, he cook food. He sell food. The nigga a boxing coach, a basketball coach, football coach, baseball coach, a preacher. Like, this nigga everything, man. Man, this nigga finds everything. And so, like, if you from the South Side, probably not now in the newer generation. If you from Belmont, you know. But if you in the South Side, like, growing up with our, everybody knew Fonz and shit, boy. Like, and so, like, Fonz, and so he used to work on houses and shit. So the nigga had a truck, this white meat. They used to call it the meat truck. And so, he had this truck. And so, you know, like, most professional people who, like, fix on shit, they had a truck with the logo on there. Man, why does man have a truck, man, with Fonz spray painted on that motherfucker with his number? And the nigga wrote his number wrong, so the nigga X'd out, like, the 4 and shit. And, like, this is a professional business, man. And so, man, they used to light my ass up. Boy, everything Fonz did, man, they used to come back to school. Boy, you see your dad? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, he was our basketball coach. A lot of people didn't even know Fonz was my dad. You know, like, people I've been like, but he was our basketball coach. I called him Coach Fonz and shit. And so Fonz, man, this when D Brown had won the dunk contest. on there, and Fonz had, look at Flake, Corn Flake. And so, hey, I was just telling them shit. This motherfucker yesterday asked me, was I a comedian? I had to tell that nigga, nah, I ain't no motherfucking comedian, but shit, if Fonz was your dad, nigga, you had to have some jokes, nigga, like to get niggas off your ass. It's like, shit. So, like, and so, man, but man, when we hoop for Pickett, right? So everybody, I had some Nike Cortez with a hole in the motherfucking toe. And so I used to hoop in Nike Cortez and shit. And so our sixth grade team, D Brown had just won D Brown had just won the dunk contest. And he had the Reebok pumps. This is when the Reebok pumps first came out. And so every time he'd dunk, he'd pump them up and he'd do a dunk and he'd let it out. And so then he ended up doing a blindfold dunk. Look it up. Look up D Brown dunk contest and let him out. So our whole basketball team had Reebok pumps. Man, my mama won't buy me none for shit. Right? And so and which I didn't deserve. I don't know how I was even eligible to play basketball. I had straight Fs in the sixth grade. I was on the verge of getting kicked out, and so I did get kicked out of Pickett. Like a couple months later, I had to go to Stewart, and so my father, I was like, I'll buy you some shoes. I'll buy you some shoes. I don't know if this nigga was trying to embarrass me or what. So like, I'll buy you some shoes. So I'm like, oh, okay, the whole team got the Reebok pumps. So it's like 2 months going on. I still got this motherfucking hole in my toe hooping with these Nike Cortez on and shit, right? And so he's like, okay, your shoes here. So I go in the locker looking at shoes, man. Now at the time, I'm 10 years old, man. And I was little when I was 10. I had a growth spurt probably my sophomore year. My sophomore year, I was 5'3". No, my freshman year, I was like 5'4". And at the end of my sophomore year, I was like 5'9". So I had a growth spurt. And I ain't grew since. I'm like 5'10" now. You know what I'm saying? But when I was in the fifth grade, I was little as fuck, man. I wore probably like a 7 shoe, whatever. So I go in the locker. Man, why this nigga got a size 12 buddy, bro? It's like a real big buddy. Like a pro wing, man. See, y'all probably too young to remember pro wings and flights and all that shit, man. It was some buddies. Man, I don't know if this nigga was trying to embarrass me or what, man, or just like he thought that shit was cool. Man, I pull out, man, I said, man, I'm not wearing these, bro. I'm crying. I ain't wearing these motherfucking buddies, bro. You got me fucked up, bro. And like now, I'm grown now. And so but as a kid, man, you don't want to be going to school at no sixth grade with no buddies on. And like, the nigga had a big buddy. About 4 sizes too big, man. They lit my ass up, boy, every fucking day. So when I was walking down the hallway, they'd be singing, "My buddy, my buddy." I ain't wearing them though, and so the next day, look how dirty Fonz was. The nigga got the shoes on with Fonz wrote on the side. Man, I'm like, man, you ain't even buy them for me. You bought the buddies for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So he walked around with the buddies on with Fonz on them and shit. He had his jumpsuit, this white jumpsuit that he had a marker. He wrote Fonz on the back of that shit with his afro that he combed to the front and shit. So, man, they used to warm my ass up at school, boy. So I had to be quick on my feet with, man, at Pickett, bro. Niggas ain't give a fuck. At Libby, niggas ain't give a fuck, man. Niggas talking about your mama. Man, they don't give a fuck if your mama dead, bro. They talking about her, bro. They ain't talking about your granny. Nigga, you can have real issues, bro. Like, man, niggas would talk about everything. And so you had to, man, I don't care how dang, like, everybody at Libby and Pick, everybody thought they was hard. Everybody from the projects and the hood. So you wasn't about to bully nobody. Like, nigga, don't talk about, man. You got, like nigga ain't give a fuck about that, man. They talking about your ass, boy. And so, yeah. And so me keeping niggas off my ass, like, and so I guess that's why people, like, no, I'm not a comedian, though. But, man, Fonz is my dad, man. They used to warm Fonz up, man. If y'all go down 1100 block of Belmont, my mama live at 1145. My father live across the street from my mama. And when you get on Belmont, boy, you going to see about 15 cars that been sitting there for about 10 years. You going to see like 5 boats. Like you going to be seeing about 40 ladders. Like, I know y'all thinking like, oh, they got boats? Nah, nigga, when you see these motherfucking boats, if you put this shit in the water, you must got a motherfucking death wish. You must be suicidal. And so, man, like, it's like Fred Sanford over there. And if you was, man, and nigga, if there's in any other neighborhood, bro, man, Fonz's ass would be in jail right now. And so, man. speaking of my mama was just not doing good. My mama, man, my mama, boy, man, son of my mama crazy, man. So my mama, she had a surgery before on her head, and so she be taking she had to take medication and shit. And so my mama, she forget to take the shit right for a couple days, but in her head, if I miss 3 days of taking this medicine, she said you could triple up the dosage to make up for it. And so she take a whole bunch of thinking she making up for this shit. And so that she be delusional for like 3 days and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, I couldn't even talk to my mama, man. She ain't know my name or nothing. Like, her mom was fucked up. And then so I talked to her today, and she was like, "Hey, quit telling them fucking stories about me on your Facebook or whatever you call this shit. Keep everybody on my goddamn business." And so I knew she was back cussing me out and shit. I mean, whoever I know that's Travell or somebody keep telling my mama what I be saying on Facebook and YouTube and shit. And she gonna say, quit telling everybody I gave your dumb ass a perm when you was 2 months old. Nigga, you was 2 years old. Man, if I was 2 years old, I was still too fucking young to get a perm in my head, man. And so, why did know you? Oh, why did I know you was going to say that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, my mom be cussing me out, boy. Like, hey, man, quit telling them dumbass stories. Quit telling people your ass was in them slow classes. Quit that shit. Damn, I know your ass dumb. You ain't gotta let the whole fucking world know how dumb your ass was. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, let me go on, man. I got so much shit. I gotta hurry me get through this shit. Uh, man, it's 5. Oh man, I gotta go, y'all. Shit, you know I'm supposed to be doing this shit to 5 to 5:30. It's 5:25. Okay. Let me talk about what else I was supposed to be talking about. Man, I gotta go though. Shit. Oh, I was supposed to talk about the female impact on or male impact on female. Alpo getting killed. That's the number one question I've been getting inbox. Besides, what is a castor? Alpo. If y'all know who Alpo is, or if y'all don't know who Alpo is, I'm sure all of y'all on here seen the movie Paid in Full. Paid in Full, Alpo is the real life character that Cameron played, and his name was Rico. And in real life, Alpo told on a whole bunch of people, which is one of the guys named Wayne Perry, who probably killed over 100 people. Alpo told him. Anyway, Alpo confessed to like 14 murders or whatever, and just got out of prison last year, a year and a half. Anyway, he got killed in Harlem. And so that was a lot of people asking me. And I wasn't gonna talk about this shit, but I literally got over 40 fucking inboxes like, talk about Alpo. And he got killed. Um, and I don't have a pain about the shit. I don't, I ain't gonna say that. 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 But anyway, but the only thing I'm gonna take away from this is it seems like most of us get killed by underestimating what somebody else would do. Man, you done killed 14 motherfuckers. You done told on everybody in the world, and you in the same neighborhood that you killed these people in. Like, I'm an Alpo, nigga. Cameron played me on Paid in Full. Niggas scared of me. Niggas respect me and all this or whatever. And, hey, man, it seems like we just underestimate what somebody would do. That's just from the outside looking in. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the nigga wanted to die or what. But I'm just saying, but a life lesson to anybody who on here who think they tough or whatever, especially my young homies, bro. You look at everybody who got killed. You take Nipsey Hussle for example, right? He called a man a snitch and the man killed him, bro. And so you can't do what you want to do or say what you want to say and have the person respond the way you think they should respond. You never could underestimate what somebody else would do. You look how Tupac got killed. Man, y'all done jumped this man, bro. And y'all had nothing in y'all mind that he would come back and kill y'all because y'all was too big with victories. Y'all done had too many death row beat downs. Suge done been whooping ass. You been whooping ass. And y'all thought it was just another death row beat down and y'all underestimated what another man would do. Alpo, you done killed 14 motherfuckers, bro. You done told on everybody. You like, hey, I'm this nigga, like, and so we underestimate what people would do, and that's a flaw. That's always a flaw of a man who had too much success or too many victories or whooped too much ass or killed too many people and got away with it, or just you get full of yourself and think like you just underestimate people because you get full of yourself for real. And so that's what I take out of that. The street shit, hey man, I'm removed, bro. Who told on who? I don't give a fuck, bro. Dead serious. But that's what I take out of that, man. Like as men, man, a lot of men get killed, bro, underestimate what another man to do for real. And so, hey, and people like, man, you don't show no it, man. Look, man, I got relatives getting killed every day, bro. My whole household dead, bro. You think I care about a fucking stranger who like I don't know? And that sound fucked up, but like seriously, you know what I'm saying? Um, okay, it's 5:30. I gotta go, y'all. Hey man, nobody don't tell my mama, man. Quit whoever on my family or my friend or man, quit telling my mama about my YouTubes, man. And most definitely don't tell Fonz what I just told y'all on here, bro. But man, hey, that shit was GP you on here? Hey man, you gotta go back and watch this, bro. I had told the story I was supposed to tell yesterday, man. I didn't gonna repeat that shit, 'cause that shit do sound. Hey, that shit sound crazy, man. But I'm up out of here, man. One love to all the cast, all worldwide. Hey, you got to go back, man. I had told the story I said I was gonna tell yesterday, but shout out to everybody who tuned in, all the cast offs worldwide. And I'm gonna end with this though. You know I got now. Um, hey, everybody on here, bro. I can't tell y'all how to be, but this is how I am, bro. Y'all don't have to earn my respect. Nobody had to earn my respect. Nobody. Ain't nothing. Like I'm gonna respect you no matter what. You feel me? Even if you lose my respect and I don't respect you or respect the shit you do as a human being, I still would never be disrespectful to you and I would never call you out your name and shit like that. I would still be disrespectful to you. Even if I don't talk to you or be around you, I would still be mannerable. You feel me? Even if I don't like you, not like if I really just hate you or dislike you, don't come near me because I am a nice person, but I could get very like you know what I'm saying. When I don't like a person, like it's like different, but like I still would never be disrespectful. And so I would teach my son that man respect everybody and nobody have to earn your respect because as a man you respect everybody. You give out respect no matter what. And if you like I always tell man treat a homeless man with the same respect you would treat Barack Obama, Jay-Z or anybody you respect. Don't just respect somebody you want something from. And so are you married, love? No, I'm not married. If I was married, you know what? I want to get married though. And no, I ain't got no wife. If I had a wife, I have a ring on. I can't wait to wear a ring. Look, this gonna make me feel mature, right? I know this sound crazy. Like this gonna make me feel real mature with a wedding ring and a watch. With a like now I know I want a watch and a wedding ring. It might be an Apple Watch. But yeah. But always lead with respect. Respect anybody, even if they don't have anything to offer to you. And so just be respectful, man. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated, man. Do unto others as you want done to you. And I always say that, man. And the movie. It's this movie, right? Damn, let me get up out of here. Yesterday I had to get off because I had to do my son homework, man. My son in trouble. My son is on a punishment, man. My son been showing his ass. D-Maze, you got an Apple Watch? Shout out to D-Maze. Oh, you missed it, D-Maze. You missed it, boy. I talk about fines and shit. Hey, what's the girl name? Hey, D-Maze, you remember James Etta James? You remember James Etta James who went to Pickett and Libya shit? Let's find love. Oh no, I ain't ignore your message. You gotta realize. See, you probably new on here. Look, I'm on 3 different phones. This is Instagram, this YouTube, and this Facebook. Okay. Hey, you remember James Etta James, right? Do you remember when she was like, find your dad? And I was like, yeah, why? She's like, oh, why your dad comb his afro to the front? Like, she's like, why your dad comb his afro to the front, man? Oh, Phil, you remember James Etta James? Man, I ain't seen her since Libby. But anyway, oh man, let me get up out of here, man. But my son, yeah, man, my son in trouble, man. That's why. Look, one thing I learned, bro, to anybody with young kids, man, and I learned it. I know this is a cliche ass quote, man. Kids don't listen to what you say, bro. They watch what you do. I'm dead serious, man. My son act just like me, and I hate that. I never wanted my son to act like me. I wanted my son to be cool, laid back, don't play and talk, have a Snoop Dogg type attitude. Not me. I ain't want him to be like me. I wanted him to be cool, like a laid back ass nigga, like who didn't talk or nothing. That's how I wanted my son. Man, this nigga act just like me, bro. And so, yesterday, man, or the other day, man, he done told a little girl outside he hated her, man. And so I got on his ass for that shit, man. And this a nice little girl, man. She always come, Cedrion dad, cause Cedrion come outside and play. And man, so I'm like, she come knock on the door, Cedrion dad, Cedrion said he hate me. I said, you said you hate that girl, Cedrion? Yeah. Why did you say that? We was playing tag, and then the whole story again. I was like, so why did he say he hates you? We was playing tag and I caught him and he said but I don't. To this day I still don't know what happened. Then I come to get this little nigga off the bus. Man, this nigga then went over his friend's house. I couldn't find him. And so yeah, man, get you know what, your ass on the punishment, man. And so I'm up out of here, y'all. Man, I'm up out of here, man. One love, Prophet Mahmoud representing all the cast offs worldwide. Tomorrow, tune in, 5 o'clock, same place, same time. I'm up out of here.